احترام ماركس. أمام الفاترينات المضيئة المزدهرة بالملابس الداخلية، لا أستطيع أن أمنع نفسي من التفكير في ماركس. احترام ماركس هو الشيء الوحيد المشترك بين من أحبوني وسمحت لهم أن يخدشوا بنسب مختلفة عرائس القطن المخبأة في جسدي. ماركس لن أسامحه أبداً.
I'm Farhad Khosravi. I'm a musician. I was born in Iran, in Isfahan. It's one of very ancient cities in Iran with very old culture. And that's where I learned the music. As human beings, we always want to explore more and get to know each other better. And I think to have a more peaceful life on earth, we need to get closer together. That's where culture comes in. It brings people closer together through sharing their food, their music. Every person has a different experience in their lives. And I think it's important to share those experiences through their arts.
I guess something inside us relates to that space around us, and it opens up a space inside.
I'm Oksana Movchan, and I'm a visual artist.
I guess I can say that I was mostly influenced by iconography and still am. And it's a pretty interesting mix. What I feel right now, like I feel really strong craving to discover modern art and what's happening in the world or around the world, and what artists are doing. And still I'm drawn to that old traditional culture of iconography. And it's really interesting time for me now. I feel that I'm breaking a new ground with my new paintings.
Anytime you can take artwork and showcase its full diversity, you're giving a better sort of understanding of where artwork can come from. So Street Prints Artist Collective is a collective of a number of artists from within the inner city and surrounding areas that work together to find places and methods to sell and promote their artwork. So the main goal of the collective is to get the artist work into places and spaces where it normally wouldn't be able to find its way, just because of the nature of where the art is created and how much resources the artists have.
You know, a lot of people need that. It's very uplifting. You know, it makes the city look a lot better, or any place. You know, if you go to a town without art, or you got a wall, you know, if you've seen this wall before I painted it, right, there's a world of difference right there. Hi, I'm Justin Berger, and I'm a painter. Well, if art isn't accessible, nobody's going to see it. So it is important. There's something very pure happening there, right? So it's not something that you can just find, you know, or it's not something that's easy to attain, but, you know, something tells me that it should be a lot easier to get than that, right? A guy shouldn't have to go and, you know, make paintings that are just about the best, you know, in the whole earth in order to attain something like that, you know. That kind of freedom and protection and, you know, that good feeling, that should be an abundant thing, right? The problem with society is that it isn't.
Do you recognize where you are? That's Terwilliger Dog Park. I grew up just over there in Wedgwood. It's beautiful, eh? All right. My name is Adriana. I am a teacher, artist, and poet. My project is titled Desk Series, and it involves a series of photographs and poems about Edmonton. I really wanted to explore this idea of whether I could work outside, and especially in the winter. So I've painted in -40 now. I've painted and I've discovered hidden corners of Edmonton, from east to west, places I've never been before. And that really inspires me to get out there and do the work, the same work that I would do inside, but do it outside.
I think that for a string player, playing the string quartet is just a dream because it's such a intense formation and allows you to play basically the best of the repertoire. My name is Silvia and I'm the cellist of the one string quartet. So the quartet is formed by two married couples coming from two different countries. One couple is Italian, so me and my husband Mattia, and the other couple is Brazilian, and they are Vladimir and Fabiola. All of us moved here without having any family or friends, so it was very important for us to get together and had to know each other, and together we discovered actually the possibility that the city can actually offer to artists. For this project, we are going to record two Brazilian string quartets and 3 Italian works.
I kind of tend to leave everything on in this room most of the time, so I usually just pop in, and because everything's on, I just kind of come in and like on an idea or even lack of an idea, I can just start playing around, and that's so important. I'm Dean Musani, and I am a musician, sound designer, DJ, sound artist. The project I'm going to be embarking on is going to be kind of a exploration, I suppose, of natural space versus unnatural space. It's going to be recording a number of locations across Alberta that will be spiritually or culturally significant, either to modern or ancient Albertans. To go in, I can't say I'm a meditator, but I would think of it as more of a meditative process.
I always end up it feels like I'm chewing a lot of the time, chewing on the idea, or say the phrase over and over again, or the word over and over again. I'm Nasra, and I am the Youth Poet Laureate of Edmonton. I'm on the bus the majority of the day. It's how I get to and from everywhere. And so when in transit, when I want to when I'm in that space, when I still have that poem right here, I'll be working out some stuff. As a community, this idea of community, of Edmontonians, of Albertans as Canadians, for that word to truly encompass, to be a true thing, it needs to involve everybody, and it needs to include everybody, and that inclusion actually benefits everyone.
A lot of the times I'll sit in here in this actual garage, and this is where I do a lot of the writing from the ground up. My name is Bill LeBlanc, otherwise known as Relic. I'm an Aboriginal hip-hop artist. I'm a Métis, and I grew up in a low-income home. I feel like that a lot of the topics that I choose to write about, be it suicide, domestic violence, political issues, environmental issues, I feel that they all have a tie to my Indigenous roots. I like to be that same artist who is always trying to get some sort of social message across, or even just speak on personal experience that might have someone else be able to relate to it, something that was going on in my life. And I think that it's coming full circle though, in that hip hop music is slowly coming back to its roots of social change.
I am Garth Prince. I'm a music performer and a music teacher. The main reason I started sharing my art this way, or essentially culture as part of my art, is because I'm in Canada and I am from Namibia. And as I came here, I noticed that many people have never even heard of Namibia before. At this phase of my career, essentially, I'm looking at sharing a lot of everything that I've learned over the years. In Namibia, for example, I got to sing music from all the different groups of people who spoke different languages than mine, and that, for me, I learned a lot about them. So I feel like that's another reason, especially in a diverse city like Edmonton, where you have people from all over the world living here. It's great to be able to get together and to learn about them and where they're from, just by having them sing or observing their art. Like, it's just great. I love that.
Yeah, I strongly believe that art is a form of education. My name is Jacob Amon, and I am a visual artist. Yeah, my art is more like abstract and figurative. I believe art is all one and is connected. Yeah, like even those who are not artists, I believe that there's an artist in everybody. And even though, I mean, you don't practice art, but just by being drawn to the art or understanding it, you know, makes you an inspiration to those who practice art.
Well, I am inspired by, I guess, events that happen around me, experiences with friends and family. I'm Adam Bentley. I'm an Edmonton filmmaker, and I'm the executive producer at YEG Film. This project that I'm writing is it's based on a true story of a family who grew up in the Netherlands, and during World War II, they hid Jewish girls in the bakery that they owned by passing them off as their daughters of the family. The last surviving biological child of the family actually lives right here in Edmonton. Myself, as a person of Jewish origin, I was very touched and inspired by the story.
As a creative, my job is to reflect the truth of the human experience, and so that's one of the ways that I participate in making the city more just or more livable. So I'm Brandon Wintz. I'm a poet, teacher, writer, spoken word artist. Edmonton is a place that has lots of potential. There was so much still to do here that for a creative person such as myself, it means that there's a lot of room for dreams. Maybe if the creative community is strong in a particular way, it can help make this city more livable for other people that look like me or might feel like me.